the use of seatbelt is very vital, and then I think drivers should cultivate the habit of using it because it saves lives a lot. So I think the government or various institutions should also try so that they will force drivers to start using it.
Sometimes, you know, one more seatbelt, the banner pole tools, and I say, ram my A. Say, car no connect a coffee ram no sooner, so one more seatbelt now. It me ma who shake you seat in the soup. I don't know, say, I bet me private mama effect. But over seatbelts now, accident be cry banana, it me protective. Until a beer would take care of say, oh, driver no, over seatbelts or be or two channels. Oh, man, I say, or catches on a day, and most seatbelt because a bet mama effect I had. About accident be bad, I bet my argument. And to seatbelt in the air, a boapa.
Seatbelt or saving in prayer. Because if a car accident or could be brainer, the brainer won't be seatbelt. About seatbelt or save about 95% of one and one more seatbelts in the world. And about seatbelt or save bar because my driver for 18 years. And all the time I'm on my seatbelt.
Seatbelt, yeah, to be frank, yes, about seatbelt. To me, no, so about seatbelt, I think you are 60% safe. About seatbelt, I don't just say you are 100% safe in the vehicle. At least you are 60%. And I drive on the side, and safe driving or bad driving, say 40%. Say very necessary. You sure I can try BCCI. You must say most of the time, no. You must say casualties, no debris, every fire improvement in Yama. And I implement your glasses into no seat belts, at least it keep you static to your seat. At least so when you be na injuries ni be minor than say one chakra
seat belt no me da dey ba ko me hu ni say me dey shedan save nipa ma me dey nti am can say na say na say me nya problem kakra bi wo me kai ho na say I say dey she na say me pee fast. But not seat belt and the bomb in the family. If you say me free, I don't think my prayer me and sana. Obi na catch and seat belt na you know who be a shana. And me ye and seat belt and the well. Me to me in the say we need partner the medium who.
Welcome back. I've said it and I'm repeating again. This segment is going to be changed. There's a said denial democracy because segment we're saying, let me say, I got for sure my doing all right. You've spoken. We're listening to you all right. But we're going to the experts. But do you know when you don't put your seatbelt on EHY, your offense? It's a very big offense. When you're driving, just put on your seatbelt. But let me take you to MCTU. And then experts in what you do. They are going to tell us about seatbelts, and they are going to also tell us if you don't put your seatbelt on, the trouble you encounter. And after telling you not to still, also driving out your own man, brawa we just did you, young quick.
The rationale for incorporating safety devices in our road law, which is found in section 3, section 13, 14, 15, and 16 with regard to seat belt wearing and crash helmet use, has to do with first kinetic science. That vehicles that are in motion can come to abrupt stop, but objects on it will increase in weight and move at a faster speed than when the vehicle came to a stop. So when a vehicle is moving and the passengers and the drivers are on it, and the vehicle comes to a stop, the passengers on it will still be in motion, and they will be ejected and thrown out, and they will be found a bit distant away from where the vehicle stopped. Therefore, in the road law, we apply this science and have incorporated it in such a way that the law is that those adults 18 years and above, either drivers or passengers, will have to wear them. Otherwise, when the police stop the vehicle, we will arrest the adult driver and no other. And that if a passenger is an adult 18 years and above and is on the car and is not wearing, when police stop the vehicle, we will not arrest the driver, but the adult passenger for not protecting him or herself. Again, when those below 18 years are on board these vehicles, it is the responsibility of the driver, who is 18 years and above, to instruct these underage Ghanaian or occupant to wear. Otherwise, when the police stop, we will arrest and we prosecute the adult driver. Again, those below 5 years, the law is that they cannot sit on the front seats because they are too young and their internal organs will not be able to resist the secondary impact when there is a crash. Therefore, it's the responsibility of the adult driver to ensure that those below 5 years sit at the rear seats and they are in their restraints. The restraint may not be the manufacturer's seat belts, but rather the detached ones that parents may buy, that is child carrying, and that is also fixed on the existing seat belt in the car. So these are the regulations. Again, with regard to restraint use, motorcycles riders and pillion riders have also been mandated under the regulation, so that under protective clothing in regulation 84, the law is that if you are a motor rider and you are 18 years and above and you have license A to ride by the DVLA, you don't just jump on the motorcycle. You also have to ensure that you are in protective clothing per the rule of engagement under regulation 84. You put on your crash helmet. The pillion rider behind you also put one on. And then other protective clothing that the rider should wear include riding boot. It includes elbow and knee and elbow caps and knee caps, and then rider's jackets. And this is how we are going. And so we expect all Ghanaians to protect themselves so that when they fall or a vehicle comes to a abrupt stop, they will not be ejected, but rather they will be restrained in the vehicle, and police will come with the fire service. If the impact is high, cut with their spreaders and their cutters and open for us to take them to the nearest hospital on board national ambulance vehicles powered by EMTs. So far as seatbelt wearing is concerned, elsewhere in other jurisdictions, it's a habit, and therefore its importance and its safety, benefit that inures to the users during crashes, we cannot discuss any discomfort, because it is positive when it is used when you're involved in a crash. And for me, for example, if I'm not in seatbelt, I feel very uneasy and very inconvenient in handling my vehicle. And therefore, we appeal to all road users that it should be part of their driving habit. Otherwise, they lose two things. First, when they are crashed, they will be ejected and die. Or when police arrest them, they will go through police process, which is not a comfortable thing, and even sent to motor court. And the outcome, the discomfort there include either you are fined, you pay money into the state coffers, or you are sentenced to a term of prison in any of your prisons across the country. So that is the discomfort that it means. Otherwise, it has all the benefits that every road user will expect in case of a crash and all that. So there is no discomfort at all, unless sometimes people talk about it makes my dressing or my attire or my clothing dirty. But that is not the seatbelt. It tells us that the owner of the vehicle or the driver is not a defensive driver. He is not ethically upright, because an ethical driver is one who ensures that the office, which is the car, is clean before the trip is embarked upon. So we appeal to all owners to make sure their cars are frequently washed and their seatbelts are left clean, squeaky clean, and are frequently used, not only by them as it's part of their habit, but also the occupants who board their vehicle, particularly the underage.